Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Al Downing is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Stepping into the box, Roberto Alomar, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Off the afternoon for Cleveland, the second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
So now to the plate, Larry Doby, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Doby is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
The designated hitter, Hal Tracy.
Now at the plate, Hal Tracy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Standing in now, Manny Ramirez, as he rips it on the ground to second. The second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Indians nothing, Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Sabathia starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
Bobby Mercer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Cano on at first, nobody out. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Has a look, now the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box now, Babe Ruth. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. From the stretch. There's a line drive, base hit to left field. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mickey Mantle. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. 8th home run on the season for him as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
Stepping up now, Aaron Judge. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Aaron Judge.
Pitch on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's one down now.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, John Mattingly.
So one away here with the bases empty, and up steps Don Mattingly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 sign.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
In now, Greg Netzel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Sabathia, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Jorge Posada, and a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 2-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the second deck and gone. A 2-run shot for Jorge Posada. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Sam McDowell comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
McDowell.
Into the box now, Derek Jeter.
Derek
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was an advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground toward the left. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Bobby Mercer. First delivery to him on the way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one. A ball and 2 strikes now. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Yankees lead it 7-0. Now at the plate, Al Rosen. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, man, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Judge is going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting 6, the first baseman. Yeah. So bad.
Now at the plate, Jim Thome has gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Here's the pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
There's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Grady Sizemore. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
A ball and a strike now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Mantle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
He's set. Here it comes.
Well, count 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0.
Count 3-0.
Francisco Lindor would be next. Set to deliver on 3-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 7 and the Indians nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Stepping in now, Mickey Mantle. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches?
right fielder,
He isn't
number
messing
99.
around. And these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Here's big Aaron Judge. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone now as you get a look there at where the Yankees stand currently in the American League East. Ready for another chance? Roberto Alomar, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
The 1-0. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. At the plate, Larry Doby, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. One out and a runner on second base. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down. At the plate, Hal Tracy. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-2 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The bouncer to the left side. Gets dirty and gloves it. It's in time. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Don Mattingly will bat next. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Third baseman.
At the plate, Greg Netzel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
The 1-0. Popped up. Martinez has a play. 2 down.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jorge Posada. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Ramirez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Scorched to third. Reined in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. In now for Cleveland, Al Rosen comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. One out, nobody on. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Look out, hot shot to third, and there are two away. Digging in now, Jim Thome. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for Cleveland so far. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Derek Jeter. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the ball.
And it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Still 2-2. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Now a hard liner, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Digging in once again, Robinson Cano. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Ready once again, Bobby Mercer. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Babe Ruth would be next. The 3-1 pitch. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
In now is the Yankees DH, Babe Ruth, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're still in control, 7-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. Fastballs have been particularly challenging for them today, as they have yet to collect a hit on those pitches. He said they're facing good pitching, but they need to do a better job of getting themselves ready to swing, because you have to show you can hit the straight stuff to be successful in this league.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now in the box, Grady Sizemore. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball just inside.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch-out, 1 away.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
So now to the plate, Victor Martinez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Mantle's on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way is pitch number 75. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-2. That's popped up. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage. Home run. All rise, Aaron Judge. A 2-run shot. 4th home run for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Sonny Seager gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Standing in now, Don Mattingly. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. That evens it up 1-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sizemore arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Now to the plate, Greg Netzel. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Sizemore is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Jorge Posada. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
2 out, nobody on. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Now the 1-1 on its way to Posada. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It is now 9-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Roberto Alomar. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And now a pitch on the way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Mantle is under it, and there's one gone. Riding in once again, Larry Doby 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The bat, number 4, designated hitter.
So digging in now, Hal Tracy. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's the first pitch to him.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
High in the air out to center field. And Mantle makes the catch. The inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 9-0. Now batting, Derek Jeter comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Hard ground ball to third. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
In now, Robinson Cano, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count 3-1.
Ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Now at the plate, Bobby Mercer. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sizemore arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Next for New York, Babe Ruth, and their runners at the corners now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box, Mickey Mantle. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Count remains 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
To the plate now, Aaron Judge, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Yankees 10 and the Indians nothing. Seventh inning ready to roll, and digging in is the outfielder Manny Ramirez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
He'll try again, 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's set, and the pitch. Al Rosen stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jim Gomez.
So base is empty now after the double play, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jim Thome. And the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And now a pitch on the way. 2-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Indians fail to score. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
John Mattingly.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Ramirez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Greg Netzel. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. swing and a looper to left. Left fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Stepping in now, Jorge Posada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2, and it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Derek Jeter, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2.
Nope.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. 2 out with the man at first. Hard ground ball to third. Scooped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. The Yanks leave 1, but they're still in front 10-0. Striding in for the Indians, Grady Sizemore. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First offering on its way.
No, that's damage.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
So now to the plate, Victor Martinez, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Now the 1-0. Swing hard liner to left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, a little better late than never, D-Row. Here, that base hit here in the 8th inning. They're still behind in this one, but at least they're not getting shut out.
Yeah, you're going to see this offensive team fight to the bitter end. As long as there are outs out there, they're going to grind it out and see if they can get back in this one.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just one earned run. Riggs comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are two on here with nobody out. Standing in now, Roberto Alomar, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0.
Nope, that's it.
2-1 to count. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Runners are at first and third with none out. Swing and a little blooper to center. There comes Mantle on for it, and the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Larry Doby.
Into the box now, Larry Doby.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Mantle is under it, and there's one gone. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Hal Tracy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. First and second now, one man out. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Fouled off. Full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats, you start to get into swing mode.
drilled right back up the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Robinson Cano. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Stepping into the box, Bobby Mercer. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in, Babe Ruth. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Mike Clevenger comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Mike Clevenger.
To the plate now, Mickey Mantle, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Manny Ramirez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
The 0-1 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now batting. The third
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Standing in, number 17. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The first baseman, number 24.
Stepping in now, Jim Tomei. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
No outs, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Grady Sizemore. First pitch coming, here it is. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Now here's the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Victor Martinez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-4 the final in this game. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Al Downing earns win number 4 on the season. Sabathia struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Cleveland, 4 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,309. The Yankees thank